Yellow Pages, the Yellow Book. Man, oh man, oh man. That thing worked in its day. It does not work today like it used to. I'll tell you this. There are still people that use Yellow Pages and the Yellow Book. And the reason they do is generally, they're the older people that are accustomed to that. They are not the people that have the internet today. Most people that have the internet and are internet savvy, that is what they're using. They're using their iPhones, they're using their desktops, they're using all these other things nowadays. So I would say that's probably where 90% of your advertising money needs to be, is on internet-oriented things. Yellow Book, thing of the past. You still can get customers, especially the elderly, because they still use that book. But if you're going to pay an arm and a leg for it, which is, their prices are still way up there. So yeah, it's, you're going to get a couple calls a year off them, a few calls, whatever. But it really depends on your market too. If you're dealing in the market, like down in Florida, where you're dealing with 500,000 people, we haven't had good luck, good success with that. And the other thing that I have found out, too, I guess, that I'm going to just put on this, and I don't want to, I want to be careful how I word this, because I don't want it to come across bad, but seems to be pretty standard to me that a lot of the calls that we get from these sweet little old ladies that are just wonderful, a lot of them are so used to paying so little for their lawn care, they're stuck in the 60s of what they used to pay. That's one thing that I've noticed, versus your tech-savvy, working, 40, 50-year-old guy that's out there working in the industry. He knows things are up a little more, you got to pay more money. It's easier to make the sale than it is with a sweet little old lady that is stuck in the 60s, for price-wise. So keep that in mind. Hibu, which is like a spin-off of Yellow Pages. They're horrible. They're just ridiculous. We signed up with those guys. They offered us the world. They developed nothing for us. They gave us nothing. They're a joke. You couldn't get them to respond and give you all the results. You couldn't get a tenth of the results that they promised they were going to give you. Okay, so stay away from those guys, 100%. 100% just stay away from them. I have nothing good to say about them whatsoever. Home Advisor is another one that gets brought up. Home Advisor, again, I did a video on this, so if you're curious, Home Advisor will get a hold of you eventually, because they call up businesses all over. That's all they have to do is have people call. And my big hang up with Home Advisor is this. I wouldn't mind if, here's how they run. Customer calls them, and excuse me one second, just got to get rid of that. So, customer calls them, apologize for that, and they are looking for a lawn care guy. Home Advisor will send them, supposedly, 1, 2, possibly even 3 leads, people that have been, all checked out, yada, yada, yada. Well, from my experience, what I found when we worked with Home Advisor was that they would send out 6, 8, 10 guys to that property. So now I'm bidding against 6, 8, 10 guys instead of bidding against the 2 and 3 companies that I was supposed to be bidding against. Okay? So if you understand how Home Advisor works, that's how it works. They tell you they're going to charge you for every lead. Okay? So when that customer called up and he wanted a lawn guy to come out and give him an estimate for his lawn, I would go out to people's lawns or go to meet with them and call them on the phone, and they'd say, look, I've had it with you guys. You're like the 7th guy that's called. I'm done. I already hired someone. I don't know how many times I got that. I got it all the time. So when I went back to Home Advisor and said, hey, I'm not happy about this, guys. I don't want to be competing against 10 different companies out here. I don't mind competing against 1 or 2 because you're going to do that anyway. But for me to be the 7th caller, honestly, then I get my butt chewed out, plus you're going to charge me on top of it? I never even got to go meet this customer, but you're going to charge me anyway? Honestly? No, I don't want anything to do with that. You know how long it took for me to get Home Advisor out of my grasp. They still call me to this day. They still keep trying to bring me back. They just don't get it. They don't get it. They're screwing people. They're making money. They're making a ton of money. And again, this is just my opinion. But my opinion's valuable because I have been there. I've tried it. I've done it. I've lost money, and I don't want you to lose money. So, that being said, this video has rambled on long enough, longer than I wanted it to. But I do have a truth series coming out that I'm really going to put a lot of time into this thing to help everybody out. And look for that. Leave me your comments down below. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I'm doing this stuff for you guys, okay? I don't have to be out here doing it. It is a beautiful day, and I do enjoy it. So, but I'm trying to help you guys. Please take the time. Leave me your comments below. Let me know what you think about things. If you got any other ideas, anything else you want me to talk about, let me know. I'll get on those videos as quick as I can. Thank you very much. George Packard, Family Lawn and Landscape.